Hello everyone, my name is Pradeep Pandey. I will be introducing you my topic types of derivatives. There are some type of derivatives as follows: a forward, future, option, warrants, leaps, baskets, and swaps. The forward is a forward contract is a customized contract between two entities where settlements takes place on a specific date in the future at today's pre-agreed price. A future contract is an agreement between two parties to buy or sell an assets at a certain time in the future at a certain prices. The future are special type of forward contract in the sense that futures are standardized exchange traded contract. A future contract may be offset prior to the maturity by entering into an equal and opposite transaction. The standardized item in future contracts are quality and quantity of the underlying, the date and the month of the delivery, the location of settlement. Options is a contract giving the buyer the right but not the obligations to buy or sell an underlying assets at a specific price or on or before a certain date. An option in a security just like a stock or bond and constitutes a binding contract with strictly defined terms and properties. Warrants, longer dated options are called warrants and are generally traded over the counter. The warrants gives the holder the rights but not the obligation to buy an underlying securities at a certain prices, quantity, and future time. The warrant is issued by a company. The securities represented in the warrant is delivered by the issuing company instead of an investor holding the shares. The companies will often include warrants as part of a new issue offering to entice investors into buying the new securities. A warrant can also increase in shareholder confidence in stock if the underlying values of the securities actually does increase over time. The characteristics of warrants are all warrants have a specific expiry date. The last date of the right of warrant can be executed. Warrants are classified by their exercise styles. The American warrants can be exercised anytime before, on, or state expiry date. The European warrants can be carried out only on the date of the expiration. The underlying instruments of the warrant represents uh, is also stated on warrant certificates. The warrant typically corresponds to the specific number of shares, but it can also represent a commodity index or a currency. Leaps, long-term equity anticipation securities. These are option having a maturity of up to 3 years. The leaps are a long-term option contract that allow investor to establish position that can be maintained for a period of up to 3 years. The CBOE leaps on equity and index products. The baskets options are options on portfolio of underlying assets. The underlying assets is usually a moving average of a basket of assets. Equity index options are form of basket options. The swaps are a private agreement between two parties to exchange cash flow in the future. The swap is a derivative where two counterparties exchange one stream of cash flow against another stream. The stream called the legs of the swap. The agreement on a formula to be used for the exchange of cash flow is determines in advance. The cash flow are calculated over a national principle. Over a national principle amount, the swaps are often used to hedge certain risks. For instance, interest rate. Another use in speculation. The swap are over the counter OTC derivative that is are negotiated outside the exchange. As each swap is unique contract, the only way to get out is by either mutually agreeing to tear it up or by resigning the swap or to the third party. This latter option is also possible with the concept of the counterparty. Types of swap are interest rate swap and the current result. The common terms is option premium. The price you pay the call option is called the options premium. It secures the rights to buy the certain stocks at the specific price called the strike price. The strike price, at which the underlying securities can be bought or sold as a specified in the options contract. The common terms are the expiration date is the date of on which the option is no longer valid, and the cease to exist the expiration date for all listed stocks options the Indian in the last Thursday of the month. Thank you.